walk in.
Hello everyone, welcome back to this week's Fatima Friday. Thank you for watching. If you're new, be sure to watch the other Fatima Fridays. There are playlists on my channel so you can easily watch all of them and see what they're about. And subscribe if you want to see more. And if you're returning, thank you for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. Now, let's jump right in. First thing I want to talk about is the fact that Kate Middleton was the cover girl for the 100th issue of British Vogue. And well, if you know, I'm a huge fan of Kate Middleton and she can rarely do any wrong in my book, so I was like really excited. But for some reason I decided to go through and read the comments on what people were thinking about her being the cover girl and what people thought about the photos and stuff. And to me, I'll insert a photo and you guys can look at it. To me, it not only encapsulated the essence of Kate Middleton, but the essence of Britain, like England, British Vogue, what is British. To me, it encapsulated that. It was fashion. I thought it was a huge nod to the equestrian lifestyle, the country lifestyle, which sometimes I really do see when I think of Britain. And when I think of Kate Middleton, that is very her. She's a very like classic sort of like equestrian, very like tailored, very like put together, you know, just very sort of what I think of when I think of British. And I thought that they did a great job of showing that in the magazine. Lo and behold, people were criticizing. It went from, oh my god, she looks so beautiful, to oh my god, let's praise someone who did more than just have kids. I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so boring. They could have done better. British Vogue, is this really what it is? Oh, British Vogue, great. This is the best you've done. And to me, it was like, you know, you can never please anyone. Ever. You can try again, but there will always be someone that doesn't like what you do. And so that was interesting for me to like kind of swallow in that situation, because then I feel like it makes that sort of industry so hard, right? Because how do you really measure success? I guess there are certain people who you have to get to like it, right? They're the important people that you have to get to like it. So to me, it's like, who are those important people that have to like this to make it happen? Like, what makes the British Vogue editor the person to be like, what makes Anna Wintour? You know what I mean? Like, what makes her special? What makes her tick, type of thing. Number two, so I've been obsessed with Anna Faris, Unqualified. And I don't know if you guys know who Anna Faris is, but she was in the movie The House Bunny, and she's married to Chris Pratt, who is in a lot of like action hero movies. And she's hilarious. If you've ever seen House Bunny, you can imagine how funny she is. But she has a podcast called Anna Faris is Unqualified, and she talks to like other famous people, and it's very like chill, relaxed. Like you can just tell like this is just how they are on a normal basis. And on top of that, then she does like an advice segment with every single person that she has as a guest, right? So that person gives advice to like a normal person about their different issues. Like there was this one girl who was like, oh, I don't want to break up an engagement, like help. And there was more to it, but they gave her like advice and stuff. And also made me be even more obsessed with Chris Evans, who's Captain America, because he was on there. And I don't know, I just really liked his personality. He was super cool. And I was reading an article about him, about how he's really normal. Like he's not normal but not normal. He's a not normal, which is like we've made him into what we think is like encapsulates America, right? But like underneath all that, he has like anxiety issues and things that he talks about. So he's not this like frat bro. He's a frat bro but not really a frat bro, which is kind of an explanation as to why we like him as an actor and why he's become so successful. But he's just really normal. Like if it was a different time period, he may not have been as successful as like, let's say, a Brad Pitt or a Tom Cruise or a George Clooney, you know, because I think there was more to that, or to being famous in that time. Anyway, I'll link the article down below if you want to check it out. It was really interesting, and it led me to Anna Faris is Unqualified, which I would also say you should check out because she has really cool guests, and she is really honest and such a sweetheart and gives such like soulful advice. She like just seems to care about people in general. And so when she gives advice, that comes out really cool, and it's really interesting for me to always hear about other people's issues and hear what they're going through. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, oh, is that really like real life? Like, bro, dang. Anyway, check it out. I'll leave links down below. Last thing I want to talk about is feeling overwhelmed. So May is this month for me is very busy. My calendar is full of so many different things outside of just work, right? I have people visiting, I have people who want to come just for days, I have events that I have to go to, I have people expecting me to be at things, expecting certain things from me. And for me, sometimes I get like really overwhelmed. Like, I definitely like being really busy, but especially right now, as I'm filming this video sitting here right now, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, a little run down. And I'm sharing it because, well, these are videos that I want to look back on and like see what I was thinking during that time, and I wanted to put that in there. I'm just wondering if any of you guys ever feel overwhelmed. Like, for me, what helps me is that I plan like a maniac. I have a calendar, like a physical calendar, and I write everything down. It's always open on my desk, and I know what's happening on each day. But sometimes for me, I'm one of those people who like prepares in advance, but that means I also worry in advance. So I've been worrying about it forever, even before this became an issue. So now I'm like, been worrying for so long, you know, so long. But you know what? It's gonna all pass. May is gonna be a great month, and I'm gonna push through, and I'm gonna try and not be overwhelmed. But let me know how you guys are feeling right now, and if you guys ever feel overwhelmed, and what do you guys do when you guys feel overwhelmed, because I'd love to hear it. So the quote for this week is a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote. Yes, I absolutely love Ralph Waldo Emerson, so there'll probably be more quotes by him in these Fatima Fridays, and this one is, for every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. Again, for every minute that you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. And it's interesting to put it in that sort of space. And I feel like it was fitting because I was thinking about how people reacted to the British Vogue cover, and how people react to a lot of things generally today, because everything is easily reactable to on the internet, easily accessed, and every minute you spend being hateful and angry at other people is a minute that you're taking away from yourself. And some people need to look at that selfishly, but other than that, just like, I think you can take that and put into a lot of things. Like, for me, every minute that I'm spending freaking out about being stressed and how much I have to do is 1 minute less that I can spend preparing myself to do those things, you know, just like preparing myself to be better, be relaxed, you know, instead of freaking out about things, which I definitely do. So yeah, let me know what you think about the quote. So the song for this week is going to be by Sidiki Diabata, and it's called Dis-le-moi, and he's like a really popular Guinean artist. I think he's not even from Guinea, I think he's from Mali, but a lot of Guineans have been listening to him, and I'm, you know, a part of that community that's been listening to him, and his music is freaking amazing, at least to me. I think it's a mixture of Mandinka and like French, so yeah, it's foreign, but you know. Dis-moi la vérité, faut me le dire. Kana torole, o ma fodi anyela. Kana nyanile, o ma fodi anyela. Kemfe, na ife, fara mabola mi ife. Kemfe, na ife, fara mabola mi ife. Alright, that's pretty much the end of this Fatima Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, start a conversation all down below. I'm still coming up with a name for us, so I'll let you know when that happens. And if you have suggestions, hit me up. Don't be afraid. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah.